Good day, Codger Biker here. I'm trying out yet another screen. Oh, can you believe it? Yes, well, the story behind this is that every screen I test, I always go back to my Puig touring screen, which I just find the best. If you're going long distance, again, no turbulence, keeps the flies out of my face, and just suits me fine. But I found its Achilles heel on the hot days, which we don't get many of. When it goes above 30 degrees, because there's no airflow, you absolutely bake. So I have been riding the bike around in the summer with no screen on. Then I noticed the Puig sports screen. It's exactly the same styling as the Puig touring screen, and they make some play of it being a double bubble and tested in a wind tunnel and all that stuff. Who am I to doubt it? But one thing I've learned from trying many screens on different bikes is that what works for one person doesn't work for somebody else, so there's no point in generalising. People always ask me how tall I am, blah blah blah. I'm 5'10", in my boots, but I slouch, so you know, if I sat up straighter it would be different. What I wanted with this screen was something that would allow my camera to peep over the top, which it does on the lower setting, and also give me some air when I'm just riding short distances on a hot day. So here's what I found anyway. The Puig touring screen. It's the original touring screen, and it's the Puig sports screen, which is a bit bigger than the R screen, but not by much. I prefer to use my own grommets for these Puig screens, because the ones that come on the KTM screen are recessed and a lot thinner, so they don't quite fit properly. So I like to leave those on there. I just found a couple of others to fit on there. Right, so let's fit it onto the bracket, because they never come with this bracket. I've got a spare bracket, but I haven't got three, so we'll have to take it off the original screen, fit it to the new screen, put it on the bike. So first job is just to remove the two screws that hold it, and don't mix that up with the screw that holds the screen on. Here's the screw that holds the screen on, it's slightly different, so don't mix them up. Okay, so next trick is to get this to come away from that, which just pulls off. There's the original KTM grommets are in there. I'm going to leave those on there. On the Puig ones I tend to use some different ones. Those ones, doesn't really matter, you could use the originals just as well, I'm sure. Okay, so sliding it into position. So it clips in on the front like so, and you put your two screws in. Screw in there. On the low setting, I'd say this Puig sports screen is like a naked bike, really. Not quite. It takes the wind off your shoulders and dumps it in your face, which is nice when it's a hot day. Trundled around town at 30 or whatever. Nice breeze. Nothing on your shoulders though. Just straight in your face. But it's smooth. Smoothly into your face. Right? Well, what happens when you go up to, say, 60 miles an hour? noisy at 60 miles an hour. Yeah, that's not unexpectedly, there's more wind. Not so much turbulent wind, just wind, which is noisier. Such that I probably want my earplugs in, which I should have anyway, but I don't tend to bother at below 60 miles an hour with the touring screen. I'm going to pull over here, just lift it up a notch, see if that makes any difference. Bearing in mind, if I was doing long distance stuff, I wouldn't be using this screen anyway. Just curious as to its performance. It does peep over the top of that screen nicely with the little 360 camera though, as I'm just about to. Now that covers up the 360 camera. Right, so we lifted the short screen up a notch. Let's see what that does. Yeah, immediately I can feel that's lifted it off my face and up to the peak of my helmet. Yeah, so I think personally, if I'm going to use this short screen, it'll be on hot sunny days and as a camera mount. So a day like today where it's just mildly warm and there's a lot of flies around, I'd definitely be using my Puig touring screen, which still, as far as I'm concerned, holds the crown as being the best compromise in terms of looks and function. This one on its low setting might be quite good on a summer's day, which is what I've got it for. Let's see what it's like down here at 60 miles an hour. Now this is on its higher setting. Why aren't you trying it at 70? I can hear you say. Well, if I know I'm going to be doing those sort of speeds, I'll just put the big screen on. This is for when I'm pootling around on a hot day. Right, let's see what happens. Yeah, with the visor open, the wind straight to my eyes, sort of peak height. So, straight onto my peak. Again, it's not overly turbulent, but it's quite noisy. Okay, right, so I think what my conclusion is that it's a screen that will just keep the wind off your shoulders or off your face, depending on which setting you put it in, but it certainly doesn't keep it off the top of your helmet if that's what you're looking for, and it's quite noisy. So for me, it looks like it's going to do exactly what I want to, which is a screen on its low setting to enable the camera to do its job and to give me more air when I'm pootling around. My conclusion is it does just that. It lets the camera see and gives me some air. Beyond that, meh.